Aloha and thank you for tuning in to A Day with Akale. Today I'll be showing you how to handcraft my Christmas themed classic Lei Po'o. For those of you who are curious to know what a Lei Po'o is, it translates for a lei that is worn on your head in Hawaiian. For this Christmas themed Lei Po'o, I am using red roses, leather leaf, baby's breath, white pompons, and green pompons. I like to work with fresh flowers. You are able to use fake ones if you prefer. The easiest way to put together the Lei Po'o is to have the flowers cut and organized. I like to leave about 2 to 3 inches on the stem of my leaves or flowers. To put this lei together, you will need raffia, scissors, and a base. You can see that there are 2 short pieces of braided raffia, which I attach to my base, and that is used to tie the Lei Po'o around your head. I like to keep my base natural, so I use lauhala. It's common for people to use ribbon or some kind of plastic to hold the lei together. Next, I tie the piece of raffia to the base, just using a simple knot, and I do this on both ends. I love to start my lei with some greens, so I place that right on top of the base on the knot of the raffia that I attach to the base, and I place a loose piece of raffia on top of the leaves. Lei vili is the method we will be using to create this Lei Po'o. And that means you're using an item such as raffia to wrap around the greens or the flowers. Here you can see I use the loose piece of raffia to wrap around the leaves and the base tightly 3 times. You can see that I'm holding the base and the lei in one hand and placing my thumb on top of the raffia to hold the leaves and the wrapping together. You'll be doing this throughout creating this entire lei. I place a green pompon on top of the last wrapped raffia, and then I take the entire piece of raffia and I wrap around the flower and the base about 4 to 5 times, depending on how big the next flower you'll be placing. I repeat the previous steps throughout the entire process, with placing a flower on top of my last wrapped raffia and then wrapping the entire raffia around the flower and base. There are different ways to wrap each individual flower. For this particular Lei Po'o, I keep all of the flowers nice and uniform. You can also see in this next picture that I wrap the raffia around the entire base and flower very tightly. Here's a photo of me wearing the ending product of my Christmas theme Lei Po'o. I hope you enjoyed this video and feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Aloha!